Let's create the project by going to the file, new project, and name it as anything you want, and choose the base interpreter and the save location and create it. Since I have already created the project, I will go to the project and click on the new and create the Python file where we will write the code, and I will name it as a main. Since we are making a GUI based application, we will need a tk importer. So we will import tkinter as tk, and from tkinter import all. And we will name master variable where it is called tk, and we can choose the size of the master as master dot geometry of size 600 into 400 as a string. We will choose it as a string. Sorry, choose I mean type. Okay, now we will use main loop. It will continue to show the window until we will quit. Let's check the program. Okay, here is the Tkinter box. You can choose the title and many other things. So let's name it title, master.title as project. Since we are creating online updating spreadsheet and details, so we will need a entry box for keeping the detail of the student. Let's start with variable e1 name, e1 equal to entry. We'll pass master. We will create a more entry box like e1 with variable name e1, e2, and e3. And we will need a label where it will display the text label. We pass the parameter as the master text equal to like what text we want, name with equal to 5, height equal to 2, and we can use either grid or pad. I will use it as a grid. We pass the row value equal to 0. We can create more label like this. Row 1 and row 2. And name raw subject one dot grade equal to 0, column equal to 1, e1, e2, and e3. Let's run the program and check it. Okay, yes, grade. Label. Okay. Now let's run the program. Here is the name. We can input it, roll number, and subject. Now we will need a button to submit this detail So let's make a button, and we can put this all in a function like def name, and we will put this in a function. We can create the more function like def with data and put this all in a function like this, and we will use the data as a dictionary value which will return the value of this entry box, and we will name it as e1, and the value is e1, e2, the value e, and value is e2, and e3 as e3. Okay, now let's see. We can return the value of the data as here, and we may call the data as a read data. Okay, now we will make one more function like to retry the data from the entry box. So let's name it as a retry data. Here we will pass the data and e1 dot e1 underscore name, here data, and e1 dot get role and subject, and we can create another dictionary value which will store this, since we cannot use the entry value directly. So we will need the retry function, name, which will store e1 name, raw, will store e2 dot e2 underscore raw. Oh, there is no name e2. Okay, here is this e2 and e3 and e2 underscore raw, and finally subject e2, e3 subject. We will return this value as final data. Okay, now we will make a button that will display the value of the entry box. Let's make a button. Um, let's first create a function. Let's submit, on which it will trigger the button. Let's name the button as, okay, we don't need that now. Name, okay, we will call it tk.button, passing the parameter as master, and text will be click me, and it will show you the data, and the command equal to we will use the lambda function in case we will need more than one function to trigger on clicking this button. So let's call this submit and we will pass the data. Oh, here we need to, since we have the read data with return the value data dictionary, then we will need a variable which will store this. Okay, here is the data which will store this. We must call it before. Okay, here not inside the function. Okay, here printf will pass the value. Clicking this button to show you the some value like data. Okay, okay, you have to retrieve data. Okay, we will use another function which will trigger on clicking on this button. Like retrieve data dot row passes the data. We will also call this function here and make it as a final data equal to retrieve data and pass data. Okay, now final underscore data. Now we have the final dictionary which will show final data display. Okay, okay, here name equal to this and all equal to this and subject equal to this. Uh, and okay, we have run the button. Let's try it. Let's run the program. We have an error. An object has no attribute. Loop. Okay, then let's put it inside the function. And sorry, we have to call the main function. Okay, here is the main function. And let's run the program again. Oh, where's the button? Okay, there is some mistake. We did not give the grid value. That's why it's not showing. Since we can't use the pack value because once the grid is used, we can't use the pack. So we will use column C. And let's run the program and check. Here is the click me. Oh, another error. Okay. Here we have to pass the data. Let's try again. Click me. Okay. Let me examine the error. Okay, here is the error. We are passing the function inside the another function. We have to pass the data, and another is we have to pass the data also here. And here's the yep. Let's run the program now. Okay, it's called friend and one and subject is one. This is subject is ABC and roll number. Here we are displaying the name, roll number, and the subject. So we have successfully click me button. Now let's go to the next part. Okay, now let's make a drop down box where we will select the subject. So our subject should be with technology, visual programming, software, technology, or DBMS, and finally Java programming. Let's make a drop down box. Let's take a variable, let's name variable, and string variable for the master. Now variable dot set, we will set the initial value of the drop down box as subject as 0. Here it is the default value. Okay. Now again we have to make options like option. Of course, choose. Let's make a choose. Okay. As a choose variable, we will make option menu. We will pass master and then again variable and the whole subject. Now we will give it choose dot grade row column equal to. Let's run the program and see what's the result. Here we have we need a button that will update this value here. Okay, let's make another button. Tk dot button will pass it as a master and text equal to this. And what would the command? We need a command. Okay, we will name the function. We will create a function later, and according to it, we will set row supposed to be 1 and the column equal to 2. Okay, let's make a function that will update the value on the okay. Let's define the function set text. We will pass it the data inside the function data. Data. Which part do we have a subject? Data. E2, E3. E3, we have the E3 entry box 3, E3. We will delete whatever it is there from 0 to end, and then set the data. Leave insert and okay, what variable we need to pass here, inserting that is we will need to retry the data also of that. Okay, make another variable like where that will show the value. Okay, sorry, variable, and we pass the retrieved data. Here the retrieved data, and the data. Okay, we don't need it here. We need it here, and then we will pass the data. This one and variable. Okay, now we have to set the text. Now variable is here, subject is here. We will use this function here, set text. We'll pass the value data. Let's run the program and check. Use the one, roll number 1, subject, anything. We can type. Okay, like reason, web technology. Oh, something is wrong. And even the grade value is wrong. We have to put it here. Okay, let's change this. Okay, let's change the grid value here as a 2, and this one as a 2. And here it was not updating the values. Somewhere has to be wrong. Okay, here we have to use the get function. Now let's run the program. Okay, now everything is looks like in a place. Use the Rana and one and anything. Okay, let's try this button. Here's the update. Click on that. Now let's try it. Click me. Use the updated value. Oh, sadly the subject value is not updating. Okay, I think we did not update the print value here. Use the submit button. Here we need to change. Okay, the subject value we are not updating. Here is the error. We have to be E3. Now let's run the program and check it. No, okay. Okay, whatever. Anything. Still working. Everything. Now click on the here we have the value of the subject as ODVMS. Okay. This one I did not click on it. Java programming, software technology. Here all the data are fitting on the terminal. Okay, another one. Let's make a clear text. We will use it to clear the text of the value inside the entry box. Let's make a function like def clear text. Then we Here text we have to pass the value data which are storing the value, and we will clear it one by one data. So I can say that e1 e1 dot delete 0 to end, and I will delete all the data. Let's make a button also which will trigger on clicking on it. Let's copy it and name it as a trigger. Sorry, clear. And we will call this one clear text with pass the data, and we can put it next to the submit button. So it should be 3 and column 2. Okay, now let's run the program. Here we have the clear button. Okay, this one, sorry, this one is like this. Click me, clear. Here we can clear all the buttons. Sorry, all the text. Okay, one more thing is we need to make something that will avoid us. We can't submit the blank. We need to make a pop-up message. Let's make a pop-up box. Okay, another function. I will name it as a pop-up. The pop-up message will pass a string. The message pop-up equal to tk. We will create another window because we need it. We need another pop-up message. Okay, name it as a pop-up dot title. Okay, what title would do we be? Okay, here this is a sign, and we name it label variable equal to label. We pass it a pop-up. That should be, of course, message. We can, since it is different from the master box, so we can use it as a pack, and inside equal to top. It should be in the double inverted comma. Okay, side and the fill equal to pad equal to 10. Okay, and now we will make a button that on pressing it, it will destroy the pop-up button. Okay, let's make a button as a b1 button dot, sorry, button pop-up, and we will pass a text equal to, okay, and we will command as pop-up message dot destroy. Sorry, pop-up destroy. Okay, it will destroy the pop-up window. Now b1 dot back pop-up dot main loop. Okay, now let's run the program. Okay, now since we have made all the pop-up message, we need to create the star when it should pop up. Okay. And now, of course, when the data is blank, we need to pop up the message. Okay, when we click on the submit button, this is, here is final data is empty. empty pop-up message, and message should be data can't be empty. Okay, let's run the program and check. Okay, dictionary box that has no attribute. Okay, so final dot get. You can loop it for I in final data. Final data. Okay, we'll check for the every value in the final data if there is any blank. Okay, now let's run the program. Okay, so giving the error. Okay, my bad. Here we have to change the data blank if we get a blank. Okay, now let's see the result. This is click on the here data can't be empty. Okay, close the button again and again. So this is the error. If at least show one time that data is empty, not again and again. So we can return 0 here. This will stop showing again and again. Okay, here it is. Next we want to update this data on the online Google Sheet. Let's work on that. Let's create a new Python file, and I will name it as for output. Okay, now before updating the data in the online Google Sheet, we must enable the API. So let's go and enable the API. Here is the link that will be used to enable. We will click on this enable Google API sheet and wait. Okay, here it is. We will choose this as a desktop app and then click on the create. This will create a JSON file that we will use. Here click on the download time configuration and click on done and copy this JSON file and paste it in on your project. Here right click and paste and name it as a credential. Okay, now to run this program we need to take more here. Here we need to install this. We will copy it and run here. Wait. Okay, meanwhile I will explain what this do. Here you have to put the sheet ID and the range of the sample in the range of the Google Sheet. Here you have to put the JSON file name. Yes, You have to put the JSON file in. My here is the credential and here is also a credential, so it's okay. So this has to be the same, and we will use append to add the data on the sheet. Okay, now let's run the program and see. Okay, let me call this. Okay, let's run the program. Okay, DS is not defined. Okay, I will go to the main step and here we will import this output. Import output, and we will need a pandas module. So we will import a panda as well. Panda PD, and then we will store the data of the final in the panda as data frame input equal to ds dot data frame, sorry, cd dot data frame. Here we will pass final data and call the function output dot main out, and we will pass here ds input, and then we will run this program. Okay, here ds is not defined. Okay, I don't need this function now. It will call from there. Okay, one more thing before running this program, we need to update this uh, Google Sheet ID. Where you can find the Google Sheet ID, I will show you. Or create a new sheet, then click on the share. Here you will find copy link. Just copy it and paste it here. Okay. So paste it here, and this one is the ID. From here to this, we will copy this and update it here. Our sheet ID is updated and the range is this. Now let's run the program again. Okay, from here, let's confirm. Yes, run the main program. I will enter the data and the subject set. Okay, I think I need to change that button from click me to submit. Okay, here is this. We will allow the, okay, we have to allow it to access the data. Allow. Allow. Okay, no, we don't need this. Okay, back to here. Okay, let's click on this. Okay, I think the data is already updated. Let's take it out there. Here is the data that we wanted. Now the data is updated. Next, now we will read the data. So we have to create another Python file and it has a read data. Okay, read sheet data. Okay, now this one is same as this, and we have to update the sheet ID. From here, I will copy it. Paste, and again the JSON file is supposed to be the same. and then here we will call this main method in the main. First we have to import that module, import read with data, read with data, and then we will call it here is output. So read data dot main. We don't need to pass anything, and we will store this value in df dot update. Here it will return the data frame. We are putting the value of this online sheet in the data frame from 1. That means if we want to from 1, that means it will not feed this data, because I want this data to be as like this, name raw subject. So I don't need to copy this data every time. Okay, now let's run this program. We can change this value to read from where we want to read it and so in the data frame read. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, more thing. I will print it here to show you the data that what it read. Okay, now let's run. Of course, we have to again allow this for reading the data. I will allow it. We have to approve this for only once, and it create a pickle file that will refresh it automatically. And let's run it again. Okay, now here's the detail that way on the Google Sheet. Okay. Now, if you want this data, it will come here, and I think here is the data update. Now we will append the data. Whenever we add the data, it should not remove this. We will add it, keep on adding in here. Okay, next, we will append whatever data we will read, and then we will show the output. So this will be in the below after updating. So I will paste it here and make this df file global df underscore input. Okay, and the update file and df input dot append, and we'll pass the df update, and then it will show here the output, and it will show you the data. Now next we want to check if there is a redundancy in the file. If there is a same name or roll number here, then we will update it here. Okay. Now to do this, we have to create a function like duplicate. Find the duplicate. Okay, another function. The duplicate check underscore duplicate will pass the data of the input and the output. Okay. Let's check it. Here we have the data input there. Okay, we will check the duplicacy after updating, reading the data from the Google Sheet. So here we will create a set duplicate, and we will pass df update or df input and df update. This one is the we are inputting the data and what we have already. We'll check it both whether it have or not, and if it is, then we will. If we find the duplicate data, then we will pop up the message as data already inserted, or else we can update it in the sheet as df input and the and then output. So you call the output. So I think I deleted the output. Okay, output, and again the pop-up message, uh, data successfully inserted. Okay, now let's check the program. Okay, we're done with this here. And okay, we need to make this check duplicate function. We just want to define the text. Okay, if we find the duplicate data, then we will update here. Now if our data is empty, that is output is empty, then we will simply return the false. Df output is empty, dot empty, and we will simply return false. Okay, or else we will just for I in range length of output Df at 0, and then if we found output data, Df output, and roll number is at 1. Okay, 1, then I equal to input df input dot values input data is that okay, with this if we found this data, then we will simply return true. Okay, let's see if we have already put the roll number 1, 2, 3, and I'll try a different name, and roll number is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, supposed to say also data already inserted. Okay, we can't do it again. We will use it clear, and then again one as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again, and then data is updated. Okay, now okay, here is the data that updated here.